Hey YouTube, this is Rocket3 here with my first fish tour. Here we have the 180 gallon. This is a South American tank here. I can pan in a little closer. Right here we have a bunch of different types of geos. I've got some redhead tapajos, some wine millerais, a couple smaller Stahlsbergy green terrors, and I have an Altafron in here, as well as two Bahia Reds. I've had these guys here for a few months now. Got these from wraps. So this is pretty much what I have in here. They're by themselves and very hungry right now. The color's really starting to show. Come on, these guys here, if you can see it. They're moving around quite a bit, but their trailers are already starting to color up really nice, as well as their dorsal fins. So anyway, moving on here, we'll come out of this room and come into my bedroom here. Here I have a 125 gallon, and I have about 4 loaches in here, as well as 3 chocolate cichlids from the Rio Negro area. I also got these from wraps, and these are wild caught. You can get a little bit of their color here. They're still pretty skittish, but they do readily eat, and they do love this Southern Delight food, which I just got in yesterday. Thanks, Conway. So I've got them on the veggie krill, which they really like, as well as the power feed. Of course, here I've got 4 loaches, about anywhere from 4 to 6 inches in length. Of course, some of you that already have these chocolate cichlids, you'll notice that they can turn from a, come on here guys, from a jet black all the way into kind of a brown color, depending on their mood. So they're kind of camera shy right now. There you go. So I'm just going to keep these in here for a while, or I might even consider moving them in my 180 gallon tank with the geos. And moving downstairs here, into my dining room, have a 300 gallon, 8 foot by 30 wide and 24 tall. And I have some grow outs here. Let me turn the light on so you can see. Hopefully I don't get too much of a reflection. So I just have a different variety of Central Americans with my lone Uaru. And this guy is a wild caught I got from Jeff Wraps. He's a pill. So he's actually thriving very well in there. I've got a couple of the Microthomas. I've got one smaller Tetracanthus, as well as a couple Bridori, the smaller one there, and there is the larger one squaring off with the Uaru. Also have a couple of Tama sopoensis, as well as 2 Vanta Hilo carpentis. Sorry for the reflection, guys. I've had these guys for a short time here. Of course, I've had this Bordeaux right here for about a year, and they are very slow growing. Just kind of pan in here a little bit. You can see some of his color. Really got some nice coloration to him. And again, I'm sorry for the reflection. Really like the layout of this tank and the width of it. And moving on here into my garage, where I have a couple of tanks out here. Here I have two 360-gallon tanks, and here I have I try to keep a Amphilophus Parachromis tank, but I had to keep one of my Viejas in here. This Melanaris, he's a pill. He's about 11 inches, and I have a 14-inch Bacordi here as well. Kind of get a shot of him. And a very testy Jag. I got him from a friend of mine up north. He's got some really nice coloration to him, but he is becoming increasingly testy over the last couple of weeks, so constantly jawing with my Bacordi. Got a nice Trimac in here, as well as a Midas Red Devil cross, but his color is coming out really nice. Pan in here. And a couple of Red Devils, which are about 80% peeled right now, as well as a Red Tiger Moda. And there's a Bacordi. He is huge. I've had him since he's been about an inch long, and he is just a little over 14 inches right now. See if I can get a close-up of him. And moving over here is another 360-gallon tank I have. Here I have a bunch of the Vieja Paranitrophilis Paratherops. Of course, they've changed their genus over a couple of times. I've got a Reaganite here, and note I've got a female Red Tiger Moda over here. I was going to have her in with the Jaguar, but they decided to kind of do their thing, and I don't like to mix my fish, so to speak, when I'm breeding them. Here I have a 14-inch Bifasciatus, and he is really tall. I've had him now for about 3 years. Also got him from Raps. And also a Coltsacocus, really starting to put on some size now. It was kind of the runt when I had him with two others, but he's the one that made it. He's doing very well in this tank. And here I have a 12-inch Pierci. As well as a wild-caught Argentea, which is just about a foot long also. And a Benai down here, which is not coming out right now. And he's about 10 to 11 inches. As well as a, see if I can get him to slow down here. He's really active polypterus. He's about it's a 14 to 15 inch ornate. Of course, he's going to hide behind the pot there. Like I said, guys, I've got these two 360 gallon tanks in my garage, and I have my garage insulated, so it stays about 65 in here, 67 around there. And like I said, these tanks here are 3 feet wide and 8 feet tall. Excuse me, 8 feet long. And I've also got 5 clown loaches in here as well. You can tell they're hungry. Haven't fed them yet, so they love the Southern Delight Large and the power feed. They really love that. And I also feed them the jumbo krill too, once or twice a week. It's got a higher protein content, but they do really love this Southern Delight. There's this big jag here. And of course, my really interactive Trimac, who is just a glutton. I picked him up from Madness last year, and he has really put on some size. Anyway, guys, this is my fish room tour. Just wanted to keep it short, and I'm sure I'll be coming out with some more videos here shortly. Anyway, hope you like it. Have a good night. Bye.